you are? Boss man said you'd be up way. Quick regroup before we shoot up the place?
Just kidding. Guy never sets foot outside.
I'm not out of breath. I just need a minute to clear the stitch in my side.
Fox radioed ahead. Said I'm to follow you. Provide whatever support you need. If those bastards start shooting, we'll join in. I gotta warn you, my girl Sunshine here is a tad trigger-happy. Of course, me and her will follow your lead. Just wanted you to know we wouldn't begrudge you of any violent inclinations.
Your gun's the trigger-happy one, or you are?
Ain't it the same, really? I'd say me and my piece meet each other halfway on the issue. She likes to be used, and I like to put her to good use. As so very often as I can. We can tell friend from foe, mind you, but it's probably best not to walk directly in front of us.
Yeah, sit tight. I'm gonna take a look around.
Whatever you need. Just don't take too long. Idling makes me want to shoot something.
Right. Uh-huh. Now, if I shoot these guys, are they gonna get involved too? Hope so.
Opening fire! Yep, next one's mine!
Ooh, they got a mech. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa now. Jumping around all over the place.
I am a soul!
That's wrong button. Right, that's pretty easy.
And stay down, miscreant.
Waste of company ammo.
Wait, they're up top? Okay.
Everyone all right? Here we go.
And that's how it's done, Captain.
Oh man, okay. Mauled too many times by canids. It's every time one's attack. Canids are not so bad. I think we're going to accept that one. Flawed hero, yeah, right. That could be pretty good. Next attack after killing an enemy is a guaranteed critical hit. Yep.
Incoming!
Whoa, is that 960? Right, is that everyone? Hudson?
Hiram must have sealed the door. He looks easy.
Alright, so looking for another way in, are we? Might just have a little look around with some heavy ammo, it could be useful. You guys holding the fort out here, are you? There we go. Ooh, there's a lot of bogeys in here.
You may not realize this, being as you're an outsider, but the blaring alarms indicate the station's on lockdown. Which means you can't ever get to me. So leave already.
Uh-huh.
Can? We'll see about that.
Ooh, nice. Was that crit because I killed the guy outside?
Everyone all right?
Light ammo for days. Where's the heavy ammo? .53, that's pretty good. What are we rocking here, team? Okay. Yeah, you could do with some of that, couldn't you? What's your weapon, actually? 960, that's pretty good. That's also pretty good.
Here's the elevator, but it ain't gonna budge while this place is on lockdown.
Right.
Guess we keep moving forward. Look for another way up.
Was that the lead? Yeah. What was that? It? That was a helmet. Huh. Memorandum: Environmental controls installation and keycard. Barb, The new environmental controls terminal is now installed and running upstairs. Congratulations, you messaged corporate about it. You get to manage it. Consider this your official notice to hide its access key deep in the bottom of a drawer somewhere, preferably within the archives or in one of the station's other popular sections, because I sure as hell will not allow our station's efficiency scores to plummet due to a pointless safety feature. Don't even think about testing the system out. The emergency sirens will make your ears bleed, and if you accidentally trigger the fire suppression system, it can suck the air from the room faster than the station's last performance review. Wow. Oof.
Out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me, face the intercom.
Okay.
I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? And you, Nyoka, what are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, he hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders, running out of purple berry wine 3 days ago, not being able to bloody broadcast.
I'm gonna say nothing. Kind of.
I see why Nyoka tolerates you. Fine, I'll do the talking. By the hand of fate and my own cunning skill, I run this station. The Marauders may have other plans, and since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I have need of you. As my newest contractor, you may call me the Broker.
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the broker being a dumbass alternative.
What? Everyone calls me that, aside from you.
Okay, broker.
See, Nyoka? I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again.
What's in it for me?
Aside from the bits I'll be paying you, I trade in secrets, valuable ones for my vocation. I'm sure you can come up with something you might like to ask me about in person once I'm safe.
Okay, how many Marauders broke into the station?
Too many, considering I hired a bunch of no-good mercs to keep them out in the first place. Already they've caused considerable damage to the station's property. If they take down the broadcast equipment, I'll be out of a job, permanently.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. So you're gonna open the door for us, or what?
Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready. C3's entering through the main doors as we speak. About damn time.
Hold up. How sure am I here? 10.
Light 'em on fire, ladies and gents!
You guys ready?
That's the last of them.
Stay down, miscreant! Time to collect a fine bounty.
What company ammo?
Put him down!
Where'd they go?
Take him down!
You guys don't really know how this looting thing works, do you?
That's the last of them, I think.
Ah, Donald died. Did they all die? Oh. Okay. Issue detected with the automechanical controls, SNHQ, atmospheric controls, environmental sensor status. All sensors currently indicate the standard level range regarding temperature, chemical composition through the station. Okay, request for automechanical security and assistance installation. So, how did that help us? Ooh, what's this? Oh, okay, not that bothered. Inclement weather warning. Regional severe alert next 72 hours. Chance of thunderstorms and severe thunderstorms, including lightning strikes, forecast across the mountain region. Okay. From V. Ramsey to I. Broker. Subject emergency protocols. As I stated in my prior 4 messages, there is simply no cause for alarm. I swear to you, Hiram, the situation is under control. What you call a near emergency, I would consider a non-event. Yes, a high energy transmission was used for too lengthy a period of time. And yes, the generators cannot safely support that activity. Yes, and yes, they could have been damaged under load, but the point remains, nothing happened. We caught the issue in time. The engineers involved were reprimanded. I swear on my mama's grave it will not happen again. Now please, cease contacting me for daily updates on the status of the generators. Thank you, Val. From I am a voyeur to J. Ramsey. Subject toilets. What in the black hole were you thinking, Val? At some point, space efficiency becomes inverse to time efficiency, and one negates the other. What I mean is, how am I to do my morning business when the toilets are directly facing the open showers? You might like watching fellows scrub their jigglies while you take a steaming dump, but I don't. Sincerely, thanks for the peep show. Not really. That was sarcasm. Theodore. From J. Ramsey to I am a voyeur. On the contrary, Theo, not only is it a spatially efficient design, but it also encourages simultaneous users to hurry their business. Don't like, don't look, or speed it up and move on. After all, the faster you're back to your station, the happier we'll all be. Warmest regards, Val. Postscript. You take too many bathroom breaks, and you know it. Well, I would not like to work here. Where do we come in? From here, right? Okay, takes us back outside.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You hurry on it.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. And you got me my money's worth out of the C3s. I ought to have simply dealt with you in the first place.
Yeah, I think nothing of it.
Oh no, my business is in trade, not owing others the burden of a favor. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But, I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here?
You're not an easy man to reach, Barocco.
That is the primary goal behind locking myself high in a tower. Some folks don't look kindly on me being a purveyor of delicate information. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
You said that in a way that was almost believable.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. Just, it might take me a while this time.
Save your excuses for somebody who cares.
Caring or not won't change the facts of the matter. I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions.
Yeah, this is a problem, Hal.
The bandwidth. There's too much blasted background noise. Nothing gets through but their local broadcasts. Which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood.
Can't we cut them off from inside the station?
No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to stop transmitting on their end.
Uh-huh. Where in Stellar Bay?
My former partner, Sanjar, transmits from his office in MSI's headquarters in the center of town. Don't let him try to fool you. While his messages might seem like gibberish, they are in reality coded business orders to off-world companies. I understand why he needs the bandwidth, but we had a deal and he's broadcasting ceaselessly.
Okay, and why Amber Heights?
Amber Heights is one of the only surviving settlements outside of Stellar Bay. Graham Bryant and the Iconoclasts there got their hands on a working relay station. Now they're ceaselessly transmitting philosophist ramblings on my airwaves.
Tell me more about MSI and the Iconoclasts.
Graham and his Iconoclasts believe anarchy is the way of life. Sanjar opposes it, as he's taking strides to corporatize Stellar Bay.
Alright, I'll talk some sense into them.
You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving end. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat of patience.
You're an info broker. What's that?
Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd need to pay me. Of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me anything you'd like. I'll even offer it for free. In exchange for your help with the broadcasts. Ask me what you will.
What can you tell me about Phineas?
Not much, admittedly.
You must know something about him.
Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history. Between us, I mean. Outside of that, well, that's a raptidon of another color.
I'm listening.
I do know this much. There is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for the greater good are in fact treasonous and for self-gain. I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but I am also not unconvinced either.
I want to ask you about something else.
Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
Let's talk about the board.
There are so many members. Do specify.
Got any compromising information on the chairman?
If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. Do you understand? What I am about to reveal is the sort of information that gets a body disappeared. MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them such status.
So the chairman demonizes Monarch rather than welcome it back into the fold.
Exactly. But you didn't hear so much as a whisper of such from me.
I want to ask you about something else.
Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
I'm curious about MSI and the Iconoclasts.
They are a curious lot. Insufferable. And short-sighted, too. What else do you wish to know?
I could use some dirt on Sanjar Nandi.
Sanjar's not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next century. He'll never be reinstated. Not in his lifetime. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre at Amber Heights.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Indeed, the information I gather usually is, or it's not worth my time investment, as you can imagine.
I'm curious about Graham Bryant's deep, dark secrets.
Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave him sweat-drenched and screaming. I would assume it stems from the friends and family he lost in Amber Heights all those years ago.
Okay, and what's the story between MSI and the Iconoclasts?
You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet neither of those megalomaniacs told you I was the true mastermind behind Monarch. Back when the colony was still Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I'm the one who approached Sanjar and Graham with the means to our salvation. I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were a corporation here, they could claim sole ownership.
So you're the glue that brought them together.
Precisely. Without me, they never would have done more than play Revolution in hushed whispers over scuzzy kale ales in the tavern. Thus, the bargain was struck. They could run MSI while I would operate Devil's Peak Station. Unfortunately, relations have soured over time.
So why did the partnership fall apart?
Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now similar to the original corporate executives they sought to reform. And Sanjar has learned the hard way that Graham is quite morally gray. Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
Have you received any broadcasts from Earth?
What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? There's no market for them. No buyer means it's not worth my time. Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one, that might be worth it for the right price.
That's enough gossip for now.
How low you seemingly regard my trade.
I'd like to secure some information.
I may have a secret for you, for the right exchange.
Okay.
How low you seemingly regard my trade.
I need to head out.
Sure. You know where to find me if you need me.
Doublespeak Station status. The station's primary band is presently oversaturated with continual transmissions from sister settlements. Off-world signals are unable to be isolated for recording. Outgoing transmissions, SOS date April 3rd, 2345. Incoming transmission, Amber Height, Stellar Bay. Administrator notes Amber Height's data is iconoclast in origin. Graham is behind it, must speak with him. Stellar Bay broadcasts are coded gibberish, could potentially used to blackmail Sanja. Has his signature all over it. Authorized broadcaster, don't even try to pretend you're unaware that all broadcasting is currently locked down. Please return to milling about the break room and lamenting that internship in corporate arbitration you never finished. Or to override the lock on recording, simply enter your admin username and password in the command line. Oh, you can't. Maybe you should have been nicer to Val. Personal files from Hiram Blythe. Memorandum titled Clear Blue Skies, Mood Optimistic. Dare I say, the future is looking bright. Indeed, I can run a full gamut of operations without ever leaving the sanctuary of the broadcast room. Sanja and Graham are living up to their promises and have not interfered with initial broadcasts. The deal is holding, and I believe I can make a life here. Sneaky, sneaky, mood sneaky. Had a near miss the other day, nearly ended up with the board on my trail. We will mark that trail firmly in the failure category. One must experiment. However, to ascertain the best methods, I have found thus far that the most reliable method for evading detection within the limited frequency of Monarch's off-world transmission involves duplicating regular news broadcasts on several unused frequencies. My information gathering associates know to filter out the sounds of the vocal range, in turn isolating the embedded data. And the board's authorities are none the wiser. Playing hazard has never been so thrilling, nor high stakes. Wait. Okay. Pox it all, those imbecilic children, in their hatred for each other, Sandra and Graham have oversaturated my key bands. They'll take down each other all right, and me alongside them. I should have never invited them to play, but what to do about it now? What to do indeed? Okay, so we've got to go back to Amber Heights and Stellar Bay. But I think we're going to deal with Clive along the way. Huh.
That one's done for. Hardline is working.
Love a good fight. Here we go.
Hardline is working.
Nice one.
Oh, no. No. No, no.
No what? No, I think we might go sneak in the waterway for this one. Yeah, and that's exactly what we'll do next time.